Good morning, and welcome to Bricolage with Paint Girly. I've got some things that I need to get accomplished, and I seem to do better when I'm working and have company. So I just thought I'd pop on my camera, see if anybody is around, oops, and can join me. Hubby's out in the garden. He's talking to our daughter, I think. Our grandchildren have been sick, and now our son-in-law is sick, so I think he's just checking in and touching base. So welcome to all who might come in. The first thing on my plate today is going to be getting my Grinch finished. Arlene is a member of our art community, and if you haven't joined our art community, I would invite you to do that. Arlene does a lot for many of us. She is a faithful mod, and she had purchased one of my Grinch light bulbs, and it got broken, so I told her I would replace that for her, and I just haven't done it, and really the reason is because I keep forgetting. So this morning I thought, you know what, I'm putting that first on my list. So generally what happens is my husband will spray paint a base coat on light bulbs. It's just a regular incandescent light bulb. And we picked out this lovely color green. And so I gave Arlene a few choices of what Grinch face that she might like. So the first thing I like to do is I start with the nose because that kind of centers me for getting the face in. So I'm just going to add a little bit of black paint, and I'm just going to get started. And if anybody arrives and joins in, that's great. If not, that's great too. Now I'm just wondering. I saw a notification come up that says I'm out of space and that this isn't going to be recorded, but I wonder if it'll be uploaded. Well, I guess I'll see. Hi, Melody. Teresa, I know you popped in earlier and said see you soon, but I'm not sure if you're actually right here right now. But good morning to Teresa. Good morning to Melody. Thank you for coming in. So I'm going to start with this little nose. I do a couple different kind of Grinch faces. Actually, I haven't painted a light bulb in quite some time. I did some, I guess maybe November-ish for a garden center that wanted some. All right, this nose really is kind of just like the letter C. Hey, Dar, good morning. Good morning, Beck. And then it's almost like a backward question mark. So I'm just putting that little line here. And I'm just using acrylic paint. So I'll let that nose dry for a second, and then I can plot in my eyeballs. Now, the thing of it is, it's getting the yellow to cover nicely and give me a nice background for the eyeball. Usually takes several coats. So we'll see how I make out this morning. I need to shake this a little bit more. And the Grinch face is really quite easy. Just a couple of simple shapes. And I asked Arlene what color hat she wanted, and she said something dark. So I just pulled out a black sock. We're going to go black. And then after I do this, I'm sorry, I'm munching on a pretzel. I'm going to do some jelly printing on envelopes because I need to get some stuff prepped for a standalone video I have plans to do. And I just need to get that done. And I thought, well, I'd like to have some company while I do that. Hubby's got the gardens looking pretty cute. He's still planting stuff. So he's going to be out in the yard until the weather. We're supposed to get some rain. Oh, thanks, Teresa. I haven't done them in a while. All right, so I might try to get another coat on that nose. We'll just see how that goes. So the Grinch that I'm doing, his eyes are kind of like just an almond shape, and they kind of go up a little bit. So let's see how we make out here. Guess I should put my little cutter blade. Now on the top, I have put, this is the inside of, gosh, what was that the inside of? I don't know, ribbon, or I don't think it was ribbon. I'm trying to think what it was. See, and this allows me to set my bulb. Sometimes I use washi tape, but that lets me set my bulb to dry without having to lay it down. Now, the paint that we used to spray the base coat on, see, the cool part with this is if you make a mistake and you don't like it, you can just wipe it off until it dries. Is a gloss kind of base coat. I prefer a matte because then the acrylic goes on better. But see, you can see how that's all grainy. I feel like my light's really bright today. It's like the same setup. I don't understand. I've changed nothing. All right. I always turn things upside down because it helps me get what I want better. Welcome, welcome, and good morning to everyone who's coming in. I don't know why my light's so different. It's like super bright to me today. All right, now I really need to let that dry well, because if I don't, when I put on my next coat of paint, it'll just pull it right off. So I'm going to be jelly printing on envelopes. So I've pulled out my envelopes. I have those ready. I have my plate ready. And then I pulled out some of my bigger stencils. I'm going to fuss around with those just to see if I can just get a little bit of design on the envelopes. I'm going to use the envelopes to make some of my envelope storage journal, if you will. So I pulled out some of my larger stencils to see if I can use those. And I just want to get the base coats on, and then I'm hoping to do a standalone video to show how I assemble them and put them together. Now, I just recently did that in a live, but there was a lot of other stuff, in the live. So I thought it might be a good idea. Oh, thank you, Teresa. It might be a good idea to maybe do a standalone. See, now that's still a little wet there, but let's see if I can get on a second coat. Sometimes if you don't shake your paint up. Now, this color is a folk art color, and folk art paint usually tends to be really a lot thicker than some of your other acrylic paints. But this one's not so much today. If you paint it all, and any folks that are really popular in the decorative painting circle, the name Donna Dewberry would be very familiar to you. And she does the one stroke painting technique, and she uses the folk art acrylic paint because you can load a couple different colors on your brush and make one stroke and the colors blend, and you know, your paint's nice and thick, but I think I didn't shake this so well. So that's going to take several coats. Okay, so let me let that dry. Now I've got a picture here because I gave Arlene some choices. Yeah, I'm trying to follow along. So the only thing that the Grinch, he's got a great big smile, you know, that stupid big grinny smile. So I'm going to make a big line around the bottom of his face there. Now I'm just going to take my black paint and thin it out a little bit. Well, it's like an inky consistency. And I'm using a long liner brush. And I'm going to put my finger at the bottom of his little chin and make a big circle around. Come back in here and finish up. Now once I get that in, I put just like little comma marks here. I think I could do better. So let me get a baby wipe. I'm going to see if I can wipe that off. Now, once this dries, I'm going to put a coat of sealant on it, so then there won't be a problem with, you know, the face coming off. Of course, you can't put it in the sink and give it a wash either. All right. So this is what I do when I paint bulbs. And when I paint them, I usually paint, like I would have maybe about a dozen Grinches sitting here. Teresa said, I have been trying to figure out how to make me a paint shaker. Oh, yeah. It is hard to shake up. We need one of those machines like at the that they have at Walmart, you know, where they put the big cans on. We need a little tiny thing like that. That way we can put our bottles of paint in. I might have to get a different yellow. I thought about trying to use a Posca marker, but I never tried that. And the reason I haven't tried it because I thought that might scratch the surface. Hey, Chris. Good morning. Oh, Chris, that little reel you did was really cool. I don't know how folks could find that to see that. Chris had a reel where she was adding some detail to a project, and it was cool. Okay, I'm just trying to fill those in. You know what? I'm going to look. So I don't have much in the color of yellow. You might wonder why that is. Here's some Americana. I might try a coat of Americana on top. All right, let's do this little mouth again. It's okay to do over, right? The big thing for me is putting my finger. Of course, I'm usually a lot better when I'm not being watched. Oh, that's better. Oh, that's more better. And you can find a ton of samples of the Grinch on Pinterest, a ton. And some of them don't look so good. Some of them look great. No, no tongue. No tongue. This is gonna be easy peasy. I'm gonna give my eye the outline. Let's see. So now he's starting to look more like himself. Is he not? Is he not? I know you're kidding. Okay. So I'm gonna give him a couple of lines above his nose here, and I do some little lines, around the outside of his face. And then I do his eyebrows. Now I want the paint a little bit thicker. Now the eyebrows might not really show once I get the hat on, but I put them in anyway. I just can't get that yellow to fill in. So he already looks like himself, does he? He already looks like himself. All right, let me see if I get my heat gun. Now, you have to be careful because it's acrylic paint. If you do anything like this and you want to use your heat gun, you have to go quick and keep it moving and not get it too hot because it'll bubble up the paint, right? Well, if you want a suggestion, Teresa, this is my favorite. It's not very expensive and I get them online. This is a 2/0 script liner by Princeton. Now they have a lot of different brushes, and this one's called Velvet Touch. And this is my favorite. And I go through them, but like I don't pay a lot of money for my brushes because I know how I am and I don't really take care of them. However, my liner brushes I always rinse and take right out because if you leave your brushes in water, they're going to get bent and then they'll stay bent. So you don't want to do that. Hey, Leah, good morning. So this is a really fairly inexpensive. Now, I haven't bought one in a while, but they're usually only a couple of bucks. The other size I like is I like a 10/0. It's got I think less hairs maybe. Is that how it works, Chris? Chris would know. But I love that. That's like my favorite liner. You just really got that paint covered up in there. I might have to dab it. You do, Leah? Well, I'm trying to get some stuff done today, Leah, that I've been putting on the back burner and then my memory, I don't remember to get it finished. So I have a Grinch that I've promised and I need to get him finished. So I thought I'd work on this first and then I'm probably going to jelly print. Not probably, I am going to because I need some envelopes with jelly printing on them because I want to put some stuff in my Etsy shop. And what I'm planning, ladies, is to have a show and sell, maybe you'd call it. I want to be showing some things that I've finished. I want to show them before I put them in my Etsy shop and then uh, give anyone who joins me an opportunity to maybe purchase something they might like to see, or you like to have, and then it's going in my shop. I got to get my Etsy shop back up and running. All right, so this one here is dry. Oh, that's much better. Much better. This one's finally dry. So this one, so you can see that the Grinch, it really doesn't take long. It's getting a nice coat in that eye. That takes the time. He looks much better. I think if I get one more coat in there, I'll be good. Leah, this is the center of, I don't know, some ribbon or something, and I just carved a little bit out that I can put on there. Hey, good morning, Candy. And see, I can sit him down and let him dry. Because what's going to happen is once I get his face finished, I'm going to paint on a sealer coat and then let him dry. And once he dries, then I can put his hat on. And then he'll be pretty much finished for the most part. But I didn't want to have to sit and hold him while he dries. Now you can spray a sealer on, but my husband's out in the garden working, and I wanted to get him finished. And a lot of times I just paint my sealer on. So I'm going to do another coat of that yellow. Now, if you're thinking about, sometimes I used to, like I would use egg crates, or I have a bunch of circles like this somewhere where I could sit them on in. This is Americana Cadmium Yellow. If anyone is thinking they like to paint a Grinch and you're looking for a good yellow for the eye, this one's working out good. And of course, it's not perfect, but you know, it is hand painted. So that says something, right? Yeah, because doing one is not too much of a problem. But see, if I had a craft show that I was getting ready for, I'd be doing, I mean, these guys sold very well for me. So I would do, you know, at least 10 or 12 at one shot. I'm going to come back around my eyes here, give them another little coat. That'll be the last coat of my yellow. I can't talk while I'm doing the lines. I should have put my other glasses on. And then he just, for this particular Grinch, he just has like a little comma in his, like for his pupil. Like a backwards comma. I gotta put my other glasses down. I don't want to ruin this now. And I'm just about finished. And that's it. That's all she wrote, folks. Now, it doesn't take long for the sealer to dry, so I'm going to let that paint dry a little bit. Cap up my paints, get those put away. I don't think I'll be using those colors for my envelopes. I don't think I will be. I might use a little bit of that yellow. We'll see. I'm going to put that other one away. I haven't decided. I might use watercolor. I haven't decided. I know I have some coffee here that I mixed up that I might try on my jelly plate, but I think I have to get some some color down first before I add. So what I do with my light bulbs is I use socks for their hats. And certainly you could make hats out of fabric, but I'm just not wired that way. And I had a hard time figuring out how to get a hat, like to sew it. And there was just an extra step. And I could go to the dollar store, or we have like an outside market kind of a place not too far from us. I could go in and get a whole bunch of socks, all different designs for a reasonable price. And I usually could get two hats out of one sock. And sometimes I ordered socks online, and like a like a soccer sock. So they're real long. So gosh, I could get 4 or 5 hats out of that. And then like little like kid socks, they that would be one. Of course, you get a pair, so that would be 2 hats for me generally. But the trick is, I found to be successful, because when I first started to do them, I would paint on the base coat, and I had a hard time getting a nice even coat. So the thing is that I found to be most successful was my husband would spray them. We would just get spray paint at Walmart, and he took like a 2 by 4 or something and drilled holes in it so that the bulbs could sit in, and then he sprays them, probably 2 coats, and we just let them dry. I usually let them sit, like, at least 8 hours to make sure it was on really well, and, then paint whatever I wanted, Charlie Brown, Santa, snow people, Grinches, um, and the painting and all is certainly fun, but I'll tell you what, dressing them is really a lot of fun for me. So that's what we would do. My sister, in the church she was going to at the time, one of her friends, Gary, had said, "Does your sister need any light bulbs?" This was several years ago. And she said, "Oh, I'll ask her." And here, a lady in their congregation had lost her husband. And when she went to clean out the garage and take care of some things, she discovered, there was some talk a while back where you weren't going to be able to get incandescent light bulbs. So he stockpiled them. He had 500 light bulbs in the garage. So she just wanted them, removed. So I was able to get 500 light bulbs. And people would say most of the light bulbs I used, for the most part, were bulbs that people saved for me, instead of throwing them in the trash once they blew. Looks like my paint wasn't totally dry there. Looks not good. I should have hit it with the heat gun. Clean up on aisle I. I'm gonna see I'm busy talking and not paying attention. 500, yeah. Crazy, right? All right, so I'm gonna leave that dry. Now I don't know if I have another bulb I usually have one sitting here. What did I do with mine? I was thinking I could start working on that hat. Oh, I know what I did with them. I have my little, I don't know if this is, excuse my arm, I gotta pull I have my little grow thing back here. Let's see if I can get them. I kept this guy for myself. This is my little grow. So let's see if I can use him to just see what I need to do with this sock. Hey, Dana, good morning. This is a really big sock. I think I'm going to cut it there. I don't have too many. Oh, really? Really, Dana? That's crazy. I'm going to trim that off there. It's not as wide right there. Of course, I went crooked. See, I do not cut. Oh, now you got a glare because I moved the sock. I do not cut straight. I do not cut straight. Let's see. I got to figure out something for this glare, but I just, you know what? Once I finish streaming or recording, I forget about it and I go on with other stuff. I have the attention span of a gnat. Okay, so I think if I do that, maybe I'll just cut the toe off. Now, years past, I would save that. Who knows for what? I'm not doing that anymore. I'm letting it go. Let it go, let it go. Now, because this is for Arlene, and as many of us know, Arlene builds and creates with metal. So I thought she might like decorating her own Grinch. So I'm, along with the bulb, I'm going to send her. Now, I'm sure she has this stuff, but I just feel like I need to send some things with it. I'm just going to send some gears on these pins and some rusted jingle bells. And I thought she might find it fun to decorate her own Grinch. So don't tell her. Shh. Her will be surprised. So I'm just going to add those there. If I can get that to, just so they're all together, you know. Because I've got some other metal stuff that I'm going to send her. So I'm going to put those in the container with it. Now see, I'm kind of rushing this. Let's set this guy up here. Well, I put it in bubble wrap, and I've saved a little box that he'll nestle in. And then I probably will put a little either tissue paper or bubble wrap around the box. And yeah, I've never had one break in shipping. At least no one's complained or told me. And I sent one girl, she ordered for her boss a whole set of, peanut characters. I sent her 11 bulbs, no problem. And, I've only broken 2, and, that's because of my error, it's, um yeah, so I mean, I wouldn't let kids play with them and stuff. I would tell people, "Hey, good morning, Kathy." But, they've got that acrylic paint on them, so that kinda helps them. But, I mean, they do break, you can't play with them or, mess around. Now that paint was not dry, that black paint was not dry when I put on the sealer because I was busy yapping, 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 so I'm gonna come back around there. I'm gonna put my other glasses down, and I'm gonna redo that black, and then I'm gonna let that dry real well. I'm just, you know, having a little bit of a struggle this morning. Okay. And this little wrinkle line's kinda messed up a little. No, they're okay. They are just that one. Now I have my hot glue plugged in. So now let me clean up my extra stuff here. I hope I didn't miss anybody coming in. Good morning, good morning. I'm gonna clean up all this jazz. I lost my roll of paper towels. I have no idea what I did with my paper towels. They're MIA. I guess they're with Barbara's bone folder. Oh no, what was Barbara missing? Barbara Chicken Pot Pie Society. What was she missing the other day? It wasn't her bone folder. Something else went missing. Oh no, it happens. Now, I think I want to go not so much acrylic on my jelly plate. I think I want to mess around with some watercolor. All right, so these little metal pieces are going to go to Arlene for her to decorate her Grinch. I'm going to hit that with my heat gun, and then I'll come back later and give that another coat instead of waiting for it to dry. Now I'm going to need something to tie the top of his hat. Let's just see if this is going to work. This is really a big sock. I might have to go dig in my drawer and get out a different sock. Let me just go see if I have something a little smaller. That must be a man's sock. Oh, there's a gray one. They're gray. Okay, I think maybe I'm back. Okay, I think maybe I'm back. Hey, there's Ray. Hi, Ray. How are you? I haven't seen you in a little while. Hope you're doing well. That's the second time my computer's done that. Now, this one might lose a charge, but I do have the cord here, but I think I'm good for a little bit anyway. So I had to rearrange some stuff. Went and grabbed the computer that my husband uses for work. So we'll see how this goes. And we'll just carry on and pretend it didn't happen. I guess I'm going to try to do some editing. So I'll cut out that black section of my video. Oh dear. Oh dear. Thank you, Teresa. Okay, so we've got our little Grinch here. And I did pull out a different sock. Let's see if this works. I've got some twine. And gosh, sorry about that, guys. I have no warning. All of a sudden, my screen just goes blue and it says that there's some kind of a problem. And then it takes hours and hours and hours for it to come back. All right, so this is usually what I do. I usually just pull the sock around his little face, and then I take some hot glue and I just start gluing. Now, usually I pull it to my body and hold it, so this might be a little fiddly. So I want to get it right there, I think, to start. Let's see how this goes. Just going to scoot that under there, and once I get it attached in one spot, the rest of it's pretty easy. Yeah, this is much better than that big sock. He's a little swiftly. Now, if you do something like this, just remember, be careful that your sock is porous. So if you put hot glue, now you don't have to use hot glue. You can use whatever you like. But if you use the hot glue, remember, it's going to come through there and you don't want to burn your fingers. Okay, girls? Don't burn your fingers. Now, normally I would decorate this, Christmas stuff, put a little bow or a ribbon or whatever. But Arlene might like it a little differently, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to just write her a little note and tell her that I've added some little goodies into her little goodie tub, and she might like to decorate it herself. Actually, I might ask her if that's what she'd like, and then I'll go from there. But I'm just going to take a little piece of twine. I'm not going to put anything fluffier, Usually I'll put some pom-poms or some ribbons and stuff like that. I'm not going to do that. Hey, there's Devin. Good morning, Devin. And I'll see what she prefers. And if she wants that, then I'll go ahead and do that. And that'll just take a little bit of time. And it won't hold me up too much longer. So then all I do is just usually tie something up here to give that a little more definition. And then I'll take, say, like a piece of thread or string. Yeah, Christmas in April. Thread or string. And I'll put it in on a big-eyed needle. And I come through the hat So then the ornament has a way that you can, hang it from a shaker peg or your Christmas tree or whatever you'd like. So he's pretty much good to go. See, and then sometimes I'll dangle things from here. And I'll just see what Arlene wants. Where did I put my grow here? See, like on him, I tied it. Now, of course, I put some gold and a jingle bell. See, and then I just put a little bit of cording. And I just come through the top of the hat. So that, then he can hang. So that's it. So now I will come back and paint over those eyes that I had to fix up. But there he is. And then I'm going to send her these little bits that she can maybe add. She doesn't need, I don't think she'll want that. So that's for Arlene. Now I'm going to jelly print on some envelopes because I want to make some more of my pocket storage. I call them journals. I don't know. It's let's see, here's one. Now you can do it with any size envelope, and most of you have probably seen this before. Here's one that I use. I just absolutely love these. So I want to get some ready for my Etsy shop. So these are just those, to me they're not really manila, but those orangey yellow envelopes. And I just jelly printed on some of them. Left the flaps on the one end. The bottom end I just cut off. Oh, I guess I got this going the wrong way. And then I store a variety of things in it. And then if I see something I want to keep and I don't know where to put it, I'll just stick it on here just as decoration. But I just love them. And then I just do the pamphlet stitch, and then I just put some kind of, oh, see, this one I stitched with, I guess this was bias tape. And then I leave a pretty good size string. So as it gets chubbier, I can just wrap and tie. So I've got this one's got some ephemera type stuff in it. I have one where I have all my smaller stencils that I use on a fairly regular basis. And I think I have one that I have my Art from Marlene cutouts in. And you could really put them on a shelf. You could put them in a drawer. But I like them. And like I said, you can do smaller envelopes, like card size envelopes. But today I'm going to work on some white. I have some of these yellow, and then I think I'm going to do some, if I get into the acrylic, I'm going to do some of those Tyvek envelopes because they're really sturdy and heavy duty, and they really hold up. So that's the plan, and I just need to get those done because I want to do a standalone video showing how I put it together. And then I've got another idea to springboard off of that video. So I need to get some envelopes with some color on them. So I just thought I'd like to have some company while I do that. All right, so here's my jelly plate, not, in the greatest shape. Oh, Devin, don't judge me. Don't think ill of me. So I got out some larger stencils, not quite sure which direction I'm headed. But I think I might like to try, I better put this little guy off to the side or I'm going to end up spattering him with something which will not be good. Will not be good. All right. So now I need some kind of a runoff. And I guess I should get a brayer, of some kind. Let's see if this one will work. And I've got a couple of books that I've been brairing often. Like just these like journal-y type things. Devin says, I haven't been in the mood to do a video since I've been on vacay. I think I'm in a bit of a slump. Oh, Dev, you're just basking in the joy of having to have a good vacation. I mean, these aren't the best because, for me anyway, they've got that perforated line. But you know what? It's what's there and it's what I can easily grab. So that's what I'm going to do. Now I'm just going to start grabbing some of these white envelopes. And I think these are a 5 by, maybe these are a 6 by 9. Let's just see. Actually 7 by 10. 7 by 10. Who knew? Who knew? Who knew? Who knew? Who knew? All right, let's just get started. And I'm going to start with some coffee that I have in here in this sprayer. Let me see if I'm just going to see what this does. I'm not sure that I want to go super bright with some of these, but I'm basically just going to do this kind of a thing. Just to get some color down and get started. Hey, that's not too bad. I'm not sure I want too much of the white or the brightness of any of these envelopes to come through, particularly the Tyvek type packing kind. I'm not sure how any watercolor type stuff would work on those. And I do the flap. You don't have to do the flap, but I do the flap because if I want to store something that has little bits in it, like little pieces, say, okay, yeah, that's what I did. I just put in one I have, I just put all my postage stamps. Now this one I used to use when I was selling quiches, and I've got somebody's name on there. But see, I'll cover that up with something so I can use that envelope. And it's nice to have some of these done ahead of time. In case you want to do something. You got something already in the works. So I'm just sopping up some of this extra stuff. And they'll probably take a little bit to dry. Now I do have the back door open. And it's breezy here today. We're expecting some rain in a little bit. Oh, here's the phone. I don't have a really good little spray bottle. So it takes me a little bit to spray. Now, of course, I've got some thicker. This is almost like syrup because I've had the coffee sitting in my room. And then it evaporates and it gets thicker. So it's almost like a chocolate syrup that you would put on ice cream. It really is quite lovely. So I'm going to put some of that on. Let's see here. Let's rearrange a bit. Now I'm going to take this, just whatever I have sitting here by my side. I'm going to take a sponge. Whoop. Let's see. That probably is not going to do much because I just sopped it all up in my sponge. Let's just see. I'm not a jelly print aficionada. Is that what you would say? If you want to know how to jelly print and do a good job, you want to go to Devin Rex for Arts channel, or Lisa Conway, Lisa My Eclectic Life. Who else does superb jelly printing in our community? I mean, I'm sure there are others, but I mean, like in our, of course, you know, probably Shannon Green, and I don't know. Does Rosemary Morris, does she do jelly printing? I don't know. Okay, look, I have one with Mitz. I got Mitzi's name on here. Yeah, there are a lot of awesome, I'm sure. But you know what, Devin? And I've said this to you before, and I really mean this quite seriously. I don't know if you know how good you are, dear Devin, dear Devin. Oh, the PM girls. Oh, Tanya does it? Okay, Fran Baker. Okay, great, guys. Thanks for mentioning these gals. The PM Studio gals. That's what they do, right, Dev? Now, this looks like I'm getting down to the bottom of my... I'm not shaking it up. And then Devin has shared with me personally some... oh, thanks, Kath. Oh, thanks, Kath. That's great. A couple of gals, and of course their names aren't coming to me right this second. That do some jelly printing, and they're awesome as well. But it's sure nice to watch somebody and learn from, you know, gals that are in our community that we feel like we are friends with, and we know 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so that gives me a little start on those. Now I think what I'd like to do is grab, oh, maybe I'll have a little sip of my water. Yeah, I know they make stencils, but I think they do pull prints and stuff during their show, during their lives. All right, so I don't know that my stencils are going to work with watercolor, because the watercolor is going to bead up. So let's just see. All right, so here I had these out the other day, so I'm just pulling out my Kurtakis because they're right here. And oh, was that Violet's last name? I never knew her last name. Yeah, Mid Frankie. She does some cool stuff. And then Violet keeps her on the up and up. Okay, let's see. All right, let me get this. I'm just slapping stuff down. Get me some blues. Get me some greens. Now, you know, I really don't have to get this far away. I really just kind of need this area, right? And for right now, see, I'm running out of space. Laura, I never think about my space. Let's just see what this does. Yes, Violet is Igor. Now remember, these are just going to be little books to store things in, but they are fun to have them look, cute. I'm gonna add some water down, and I'm not really too concerned about mixing the colors or what comes out, or if everything goes together. These can just be all weird and wonky. I guess you didn't appreciate having that paint tray in your face. Sorry guys, sorry. No, I haven't, Leah. I went and spent the day yesterday with my mama and took her for a haircut. Thank you for asking though, but I haven't done anything else with them. And today's the first day I feel. Oh, you did, Devin? I've had this set for a while. This is a 35 count. I think some of the girls were waiting on the delivery of a new set or something, some special colors, or I don't know. I kind of got that impression. And they looked cool. Oh, thanks, Leah. So mom got a new haircut. We had a nice day together, had some lunch, and I got back and I was tired. But today is the first day that I feel like my tooth is starting to heal. So I am so very excited about that, guys. I gotta tell you. I remember somebody talking about the Kuraki. Oh no, I'm not saying it right. I've said it better in the past. Kurtaki set. And so I purchased those. And I'm really not a watercolor person, but I'm glad I have them and I do enjoy them. Um, but I am very heavy handed. Art Nouveau set. Lee, I think that's what I was talking. Yeah, I guess it was you. Who else was talking about those, Leah? Was it on Murray's channel or somebody else was waiting on a set, or they were going to get a set? Yeah, they sound yummy for sure. Now I'm liking this because I like the way you can get, this kind of modeled kind of look with the watercolor. Without really fussing a lot. Let's smush this around. Let's just smush. I do love this. I'm almost out of this one color. The one thing that I don't like is that I don't know what these colors are. They're in Japanese. Oh, I'll have to look. Now that it's in chat, if I forget what they're called, I'll have to go looking at the colors. Like, I don't use watercolor enough, really, to I think justify buying another set. But okay, Devin, but I could put them on my wish list for my family, for like Christmas. Now, normally, if I had my computer, if it was up and running, I would throw this up on my keyboard, but this is hubby's computer, so I best not do that. But the heat from the laptop comes up through that keyboard and helps dry my stuff. I know I'm a weird gal, but that's the way it is. It works. All right, let's do so this whole set I'm going to do with the watercolors. All these white envelopes that I put the coffee stain on. I might just have to look that up now. Let me do this one. Oh, I might have to look at them now. We could all look at the colors together, huh? That's an idea. I'm liking that. I'm liking that. Let's see. Let me get to my... Okay, so what you said they're called Art Nouveau? Oops. Art Nouveau set. Did I pick the right one? Oh, I don't know if I picked the right one. Hold on. Let me go back. Because sometimes it pulls up, you know, what you asked for, but then when you go to look at it, it's not really it. They're watercolor pens. See, this is how they trick me. Professional watercolors. See, Starry and Pearl. I'm not seeing the Art Nouveau. And that's what I chose. Why wouldn't that come up first? Well, that's just pooey. Oh, Lena. Lena has them. That's it. Yeah, yeah, Dev, you're right. That's who I'm thinking. Lena and Leah. All right, let's do this. Let's go here. And let's say... I don't spell nouveau right. Maybe that's it. Yeah, here we go. 24 colors. Can I get it bigger? Ooh, they look cool. Oh, they're yummy colors. Nice. Yeah, true. You got that right, Teresa. Lindsay Frugal Crafter did a swatching, I think. Oh, okay, that's good to know. Cool. Yeah, you have to be paying attention all the time. I don't like to pay attention all the time. All right, so now I need the back side. Back side, okay, that one's good. Back side of Chicago. Ooh, ooh. All right. Okay, let's get some of this here. I'm just slopping it on. Ooh, that's a pretty color. Ooh, mixed with that. Look how pretty that is. Oh, you probably can't tell. I love that. I definitely don't mix watercolors generally. I don't even think about it. Lovely to look at, delightful to know. Devin said, I need to go on a no-buy and just shop my stash. Yes, exactly. Hey, that's nice. I don't mean that to be boastful. This is just lucky This is just luck here, guys. Huh? Cool. I'm going to hang one of these on my... Oh, I keep forgetting that some of these envelopes are stuck together. And I have to open them up. Okay, I've got a ring light above me, which I've never used. It's part of the unit that I use that hangs my computer, my camera over top of me. And the ring light makes a ring light, and it's very distracting and not good for my setup. So I use it to hang stuff on to dry. Hey. It works. It works. Don't you just love blue and purple mixed together? I just absolutely, of course, I love purple. Not everybody is a fan. But I do like it. I wonder if you put the watercolor on, then put a stencil down before you pick up, how it would look. Oh, let's try. Let's try it. Bought this. I saw somebody use it. I think I used it once. Forgot I had it. Just dug it out of my box. I went to, on my way back from my mother's yesterday, I stopped in Goodwill. I didn't get much. Got a couple of books for the grandkids. I got one book I'm not sure my grandson's going to be allowed to have. Something about, I need a new butt, mine's broken. I don't know how that is going to go over with Mom and Dad, but it looked like it would be a fun read. He's 5, so I think he would enjoy it. I didn't get much, but I got a big binder that I can put hopefully some more of my stamps in. So that's kind of cool. I don't think I'm going to get any... Ooh, look at that. I don't think I'm going to get anything from this, but let's just see while we're doing it, while we're trying. Yeah, I like the leaf stencil too. I forget who I saw use that. Okay, so that picked up some stuff. Let's put the stencil down. And see what we might get. Can't really tell, but it's not bad looking. See, now I don't know. All right, let's put it down again, and let's leave the stencil down. And this is probably going to do the same thing. All right, wait a minute, Teresa. I have to see what you're saying and have it sink down into my brain because I don't think it is. Hold on, hold on. Hold that thought. Hold that thought. I wonder if I brayer it out a little bit. Go quick. All right, Teresa said, put the envelope over the stencil since you picked it up. Maybe there's a lag. I think that's what I did. You can kind of see the leaves. That's kind of cool. You already did it. Thank you, honey. Okay. Great minds, right, Teresa? That's kind of cool, though, really. It is interesting. Yeah, I like it, actually. Okay, so I've got 2, 3 of those done. Okay, I need this one. That's done. All right, let's put these aside. I'm going to stick with the watercolor here just to finish off this set of envelopes. So I need that side, and I've got two back here. All right, let's see. Let's try a different. Oh, Killer's out checking the neighborhood. She's in the hood. Let's just say, might as well try. It's different. We are our newer neighbors that just moved in next door rescued a little pup. I think I was saying her name's Riri. She's adorable. So Bella met Riri the other day. Bella gave a sniff. Riri wasn't interested. She just sat there. I think Riri came from a tough, unfortunately, a tough situation. So she's a little not so adventuresome, if you will. That's cool. Sounds like her adult twin. Hey, Ree, good morning. Oh, it's afternoon now. Good afternoon. I like the I like the blocks, guys. Do another. Let me do the other side of this. See what's left here. Pick up what's left. Yeah, me too, Dev. Huh? That's just the remnants. Let's see. I don't think there's much left there. Let's just do this here. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. All right, got one more left. Let's do more squares. Can you spare a square? Let's go this way, just because. All right, let's do some bright orangey reds here. Now I'm using it a little thicker because the water has kind of sunk into my paint. See, can you see how much thicker this is starting to become? I'm kind of liking that. Sprayer that out a little bit. Oh, Brea. Ooh, I like it on the book. That's cool. All right, let's see. Nice. Got to dry a little bit. Then I want to smear what I already have. Yeah, right, Kathy. Nice grunge. You're right. Yeah. Think about it that way. That's kind of cool. All right. So I think I have all my sides done. So I've got that and that. And this one. That. And that. Got that. And that. I hope I didn't miss any. Nope, I got them. I think I got them all. And then this one. So I'm going to put those aside to dry. Let me mess around with the Tyvek type envelope. Now, of course, these are larger. And I'm not sure how, like I would like to put some maybe coffee on these as well to just give them a base, kind of. But I'm not sure. I don't have a whole lot of this left. Although I can add water because that's not a big deal. I don't need it to be real dark. But I'm not sure how it's going to, if it's really even going to do anything to this Tyvek type. You know what I mean, right? That Tyvek is that real sturdy stuff. It doesn't tear. Okay, let me see if I can adjust my space here. I need a big moppy kind of. You know what? I never use this. Let me use this brush. This is look how cute this is. This came in a set. I think I got it Tuesday morning. This is a oh, it's so soft. This is the Jane Davenport brush. I think I've used it twice. So I'm going to put some of this. Oh, look. I'm going to put some of this down. See how far it goes. Now, I can always go mix some more of this. Now, of course, I've got a bigger area because this is a bigger envelope. And I do want to get my flap. So, okay, Devin, have a great day. It was nice to see you. Not much. Just gives it a little bit of a grunge. Which I think that's really all I'm looking for. I definitely don't have enough of this. Let me just see if I can get 4 out of what I have left. That would be good. And then I can Oh, this is cool. Well, let me show you this. So I took this brush and I'm just painting on that coffee. Look at the cool marks you can get from just pouncing down the tip of that brush. How cool is that? Oh, I love that. Okay. Now this part here I will address when I put my books together. So I'm not worried about that part. Just going to kind of ignore that for right now. Oh, there's still plenty there. Let's spritz some water on here. Pick up a little more. I think I need a bite of my pretzel. Can you hear those planes? Whoa. Didn't want to do that. I think I put the wrong side down. Oh, that's nice and drippy. Drippy, drippy. Oh, I gotta watch this. Wait a minute, guys. I see an urgent message here. Okay, I don't know what that's about. Doesn't look like it's urgent. From one of my sisters. Oh, I'm asking, seeing what they say. Okay. Oh, I love that brush. That brush is really cool. Okay, I'm good. Oh, look at that. So it's real wet and drippy, but I think that'll be okay for what I want. Just to get something down. Now I think with these, I'm going to go ahead and start fussing around with at least, oops, sorry, I do it every time, hit the camera. All right, so how many have I got here? I've got 1, 2, 3. I want to have at least 4. Okay, I want to get 4 where I've got the look is kind of the same. So I'm going to use my heat gun just on the envelope itself. Try to dry this up a little bit. And then I'm going to put some stencils down like we did towards the end there with the watercolor. And we should be able to see a big difference. And what I'm able to pick up. Is anybody else working on anything? Hi, Jeannie. I don't know if I've ever met you. What a nice surprise. Hi, it's nice to meet you. Yes, it is a gel plate surface, and I just put down some instant coffee that I had mixed in some water, just trying to get a base color on these Tyvek type, not Tyvek type, they're Tyvek, says right on there, Tyvek envelope. And then I'm going to, I believe, oh, it's so nice for you to pop in and say hi. Thank you. I appreciate that. Then I'm going to use some acrylic paint. I just did a set on regular envelopes. Oh, Teresa's working on a journal. Good. Regular envelopes with watercolor that I put on the jelly plate. And now I'm trying these Tyvek. And I'm going to put some acrylic on because I think it might work a little better. I might try some watercolor on these too. I'm not sure, but I'm going to go acrylic in a little bit. I'm just trying to dry these up just a tad. My younger sister is away on a ladies' retreat, so she was sending messages and carrying on, so it wasn't an emergency, so I'm glad about that. Somehow I got something kind of pinky there. Like I thought maybe it was already on the plate. I don't know. Okay, so if anybody else new has just popped in, I'm doing some prep work for a standalone video where I'm going to make storage pocket envelope journals to hold whatever. Now I'm going to go with, let's see, let's grab some blues. Let's see here. Blue Harbor. Let's grab, ooh, turquoise blue. I don't want to get too crazy with a lot of different colors. Let's see. See, my spinning wheel here with all my paints is kind of always fiddly for me to get. I'm going to get this lime green. Irish moss. Irish moss will have a bit of Irish moss. And let's get a bit of, let's try a little bit. Let's see how gross this looks. This is a metallic royal gold. Let's see what that looks like. I've got a bit of white. I always like to have a little bit of white here. And I'm going to see how the neon pink looks in there. Well, I'm just going to say. All right, so I'm going to put my little fish brush, I hope, in the water. And get me a new runoff page here. And I'm going to just start by putting down some paints. Now, these that I pulled are all Americana. Yeah, this is a folk art. The metallic is a folk art. And I'm going to try very hard, very carefully not to get any on my husband's computer. Yikes. I tend to put too much paint on my plate. I expect that today will not be any different. That one's just about gone. So we're going to do that one. Let that one sit upside down. Upside down. Oops, didn't shake that guy very well. Round and round. Upside down. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to grab, maybe I'll do the leaf. All right, let's see. Yeah, see, that didn't get any. I didn't shake that well. You got to shake them. Got to shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake your booty. Shake your booty. Oh. We've got a bit of a squeak. Bit of a squeak. Let's drip a little bit of that. And we'll drip a little bit of this gold. Woo, that looks like a hot mess, huh? Uh-oh. Something just went down, baby, down. What did I lose? Oh, it was another my other jelly plate thing. Okay, we're good. Okay, we're good. All right, let's see what we get. I don't think I care if the leaves are going that way. Now, these are still damp. These will take a little while, I think, to dry. Because the surface isn't real porous, right? Because it's that Tyvek-y stuff. Tyvek-y. That looks like a pair of blue. They look like blue lips. Hi, Brenda. I'm just going to pick up some of this additional stuff on that flap. All right, so I put the paint down. Then I put down, maybe I should have brayered. I'm going to see what this looks like if I put down of course I have stuff on my brayer. All right, Brenda says, I recently found Amber Rain on YouTube who does gel tangles with her jelly prints, and now I have to try it. Oh, that sounds interesting. Like a Zen tangle, but she uses her jelly prints as a... Oh, now this might be good. This might be good. Not really rubbing it because this is all still kind of wet, so it's kind of hard for me to rub dub. That's cool. Now I'm going to put down another envelope here. And then I'm going to put this on top and take another envelope and see what I can get off of this stencil. I don't want all my Tyvek ones to look exactly the same. I really didn't do much of Nut and Honey. I didn't do anything. Whoa, that kind of looks cool though. The portions that I got. I do like that pink in there. Really not a pink person, but I love to put a little bit of the neons in. And these colors, if you ever see these, sometimes they put stuff on clearance, they're not going to carry. Depends on where you are, right? Wherever. This is a folk art multi-surface. It's called Purple. It's hard to read the print because I have some that are glow in the dark. I guess this isn't one of the glow in the dark ones. But this one is so purple, so yummy, kind of in your face purple. And I love blue and purples together, especially if the paint mixes. You get a really cool color. So I'm going to put some of this ocean blue down and some of my turquoise blue. And then I'm going to drip a little bit of that purple in it and blend it on the plate. And then, let's see, I'll grab a different. Now, some of these stencils are paper, which I purchased when I got a whole bunch of stuff from this one lady. And I've never really used them. She just threw everything in that she had. Now, this one, I'm not sure. This one, yeah, this one's plastic. But did you ever get like some lips? Yeah, they look like lips. Some stencils that the stencil itself is not a real heavy plastic. It's more of a like a flimsy film kind of plastic. That's kind of what this one's like. Let's see what it does. I'm going to brayer over it. So this really looks more blue than anything. I got a hard paint booger there. And let me grab one of these. These Tyvek envelopes are very slippy. They're very slippy. Maybe if I put another one on top, I'll be able to. Oh, sorry guys. I just really am sorry about the fuzzy. Oh, I made it more fuzzy when I lifted my hand up. Ooh. That's kind of cool. I wonder if I can get just a little more color on that. Hey, that's kind of cool. All right, then let's pick that up. This might be a good underneath for a plain white. Let's grab the plain white one. Oh, yeah. Oh, I like that stencil. That's not too shabby. See if I get some on my flap. Not too much. Let's see. Put it back down over here. All right. Let's add, I kind of like that with the darkness of the, not darkness, with the brown of the coffee. I kind of like that with the blue. Let's see what this is some khaki. Oh, that's okay, Chris. It's all right. Saturdays are that kind of a day for a lot of folks, right? You do what you got to do there, kid. No problem. All right, so I'm putting some khaki brown down because I kind of like that. And let's do some more of the ocean blue and the turquoise. And I'm going to throw in this time some of this neon. This one's called Sizzling Pink. And I'm going to try to pair it in sections, kind of. Does anybody ever eat? Now, say I don't even know the name, and I guess I should probably have looked at the name before. I was over at my mom's, I guess it was last week. And my son and nephew live with my mom. And my son had me try this gelato ice cream. It's not ice cream, it's gelato, but it's, it's like ice cream. It's a frozen treat. It starts with a T. Tortello or tor. It's just a little tub, and it's around like this, and it's got a dark brown lid. And he knows I like coffee ice cream. And my mom likes that too. So this was the Colombian coffee with some kind of a chocolate chip thing in it. But the chip part was real bitter for me, so I didn't really care for it too much. So I was in the grocery store and I was looking at them, and I thought I'd like to try a different flavor. Yeah, Jen, that's it, Brenda. Brenda's got it. Talenti. You got it, sweetie. That's it. And so I was thinking about getting the mint chip. They had it in the end cap. It was on sale. So I guess, that's why they had some flavors in the end cap. So I went around to where, most of it was stored. And I decided to try. Brenda said, I love that stuff. I decided to try Southern Buttered Pecan. Oh my word. Oh my word. Yes, that's well, see, Brenda, you're being practical. I was thinking when I looked at the container, what kind of beads or what what kind of art stuff I could throw in there. Because they're clear. It's see-through. It's clear. And they're a cute little shape. So it's like a win-win. I don't think my husband would see it that way with the price of them. But I did get it on sale. So if you're ever thinking about treating yourself and you want to try something different, check them out. See, Chris does too. Oh, there's our Judy. Hi, Judy. Sea salt caramel truffle. Oh my goodness. See, Judy knows. She knows. I'm liking that stencil, guys. All right, let's pull this one up. Now, see, here's what I don't know. And I know I've been told before, but it just doesn't stay in my brain. So I've got this on my plate, and this is, starting to dry. I should be able to put another color on here and pick up all that. But what color? Like, I know I want it to dry real well, right? But what do I put on top? I don't think I want to do just white, right? I want to do something. Oh, how about like a sage green? See, this is where I get in trouble with getting all the different colors out. There's Kat. Kat says green, turquoise, orange for grunge. All right. Okay, so I've got this green. My turquoise isn't really turquoisey. Let's see what else I got here. This is a little more. I have something called patina, but I think I'm running low on that. Let's see what this one. Yeah, there's the patina. Maybe let's try that. Kath says, and then I've got this green. There is a saying in Mexico, always open the frozen containers. It might not be ice cream. It might be frozen beans or typical Mexican mom does this. I think a lot of us do, Chris. How cute. It reminds me of that Friends episode. Anybody ever used to watch Friends? Where, was it Rachel? I guess it was Rachel because she didn't know how to cook. And the recipe book, the pages stuck together, and she was making a trifle, and she ended up putting peas in it and stuff. And Joey's eating it. Ooh, meat, good. Peas, good. Cherries, good. Whatever it was. What else did Kat say? Kat said orange. Let's see. I don't know if I've got any orange I can easily grab. This is an orange. It's a coral shell. Let's try this. Yes, Rachel made the truffle. Okay, yeah. Labels are so important. Yep. And even dates. I mean, my gosh, we put stuff in, and then, of course, you forget, and it gets pushed to the back, and there's just two of us, right? And, oh my gosh, my husband just found something the other day from I don't know, a long time ago. 2020 or something. Yeah. That went in the bin. Oh, that orange and turquoise is pretty. It's pretty together. All right, let's see. See if I can get anything. I always tell myself, I know, right, Brenda? Brenda said, I always tell myself I'll remember what's in here. But we don't. And I'm notorious for, my husband will say, you have soup in there. Oh, yeah, that's right. I bought you cabbage. Oh, yeah. Let's see. Out of sight. It's classic Lori. Out of sight, out of mind. didn't really, maybe I had it too thick. It didn't really pick up what was underneath. I still have it. I still have it underneath. What did I do? All right, I don't recommend you do this, but I'm doing it because I know I'm just going real quick. I'm not holding the heat down. I've got it on my light setting. Yeah, we like the clear ones too. The ones that aren't clear, it's just like a black hole. All right. I think I need a thin layer of maybe the bright green, but maybe the Irish green. Let's see. See, then I don't get it. It doesn't. And I don't get enough. I don't think. But maybe am I? Is that how it's supposed to work? Oh, I know Devin says to just go in one direction, and I don't always do that either. See, that doesn't look like enough paint to me to pull anything up. Let's try half. I have something already on that half. No, it's not really pulling. Oh, there's a little I got, guys. I got a little. Hey, that looks good. So I need just a little bit thicker of a coat of green. Okay. Okay, so let's try again. I still have plenty over here to pick up. Let's try it a little bit more. Okay. I like the color combo for sure. See this baby. This baby's just about had it. Of course, you can brayer it off, right? I always forget that. I'm going to flip the next page because, see, I like how that orange and turquoise looks. That was a good choice, Kathy. That looks very pretty together. Very pretty. All right, let's see if I have enough. I don't think so, guys. I don't think I have enough. Let's see. Let's sit it out here. All right. Now this can be a little fiddly because it's an envelope, so you've got a little bit of extra slippage, see here, because it's the second piece. I can't really, the way I'm set up, I can't really get my hand inside that envelope to really rub it down, which would be good. if I flip this or put my envelope on a different way, that might be better. Now we just have, I still have that stinking print down. Now it just looks like slime. That looks like slime. All right, I'm going to go with the white. Gosh, my white's getting empty too. I forget to brayer it off. See, Devin goes in one direction. Let's see if that'll work. I'm going to use that lime green side again. Put that down. Maybe if I use my, sneaking my hand in there on the left-hand side. Oh, your left, my right. My other left-hand side. I can't get it to pull. It's not pulling up. Maybe I should use a regular paper. A regular envelope, let's say. Might be too late to get it. Okay, 12 layers later, I'll be able to pick it up with a fork. Yeah, now that's coming up. Maybe it was the Tyvek surface is not latching on. Here we go. Oh, that's better. That's better. Let's get some of this here. I still got a lot of jazz on that plate, don't I? A lot of jazzmatazz. Yeah. All right, let's see if I can pick up any of this. Now that's dried off quite a bit. All right, let's build something else on top of this. Love the turquoise. So let's go with this patina. Picking off my paint bars. Oh, pardon, excusez-moi. And let's do some of this coral. And let's do a little bit of the gold. See what else I pulled out here. Oh, circles. Little, oh, I love circles. Little dots. Little dots. All right, so let's get this rocking and a rolling. Brayer that off. And let's get the gold, a little bit of gold. And a turquoise. I cannot get myself to just go in one direction. Ooh, that pink on that coral looks really yummy. All right, let's put the circles down. I'll spray her a little first. And let's pick up a little bit more on this one. Got a few little dots that we can add. Oh, Dottie. See, I think there's something worth having on there, but see, this is too wet right now. So let's do this. I know, right, Brenda? It looks wonderful. It kind of makes that coral just come alive a little bit. These are going to make some cute little storage books. Now I'm getting some crusty bits too, which is really cool. I love the crusty bit stuff. How much there I can, it's kind of dry. Let's get this one. Look, and some of that old stencil from underneath finally came up. I like to get some of that jazz underneath there. Oh, they look cool. All right, let's see if this is too dry to get anything. Yeah, I think it is. All right, let's try, let me try a little bit of this on top of the stencil. And let's mix that with some of this blue. This is the turquoise blue. That's not really turquoisey to me. Let's mix that in. I don't think I have any more of this lime green left. Oh, look, some of it's coming out. I should cut this in half like Murray does. Because you can't really see. It's pretty empty. I don't know if there's a dog crying or they might be birds. Oh, we got some birds having an afternoon delight out in the backyard. I guess that's what I'm hearing. I think I want to put something that already has a bit of a background on it because I'm mostly going to get just the dots. So I'm going to use that lime green Tyvek envelope that I had. That doesn't seem to want to grab anything else. Maybe if I rub it this way, I'm not riching up the envelope so much. Let's see. That's much better. That'll do. I love the backside. All right, so now these, I need a couple of backgrounds on these. So let me pick that up. Set that off to the side. Let's get a base down on the back side of that. And the back side of this one. Has anybody ever done, here that's with us today, tried watercolor with some acrylic paint on your jelly plate? I wonder about that. It's kind of freaky. Kind of freaky. Probably Devin has, yeah. I'm thinking about flipping some watercolor on here. Let's see. Okay, so I've got blues. Let's put a little bit of this greeny blue, and then some blue. Let's put some purple and blue. Look at the beautiful colors of the watercolor tray out there in your paint set. There's the purple and the blue. Let's see. She's running out of room. Maybe if I spritz her a little. And I'm going to flip my runoff page. I'm so excited. See, so that's so white. Let's put that back down. And same with that last little pull. Let's see if we can get some color behind. I use watercolor in Intense, but not on the jelly plate. Yeah, I have Intense, but that's that's a watercolor too, right, Chris? Or is that considered, because when that dries, it's permanent, so it's not a true watercolor, I guess. Hey, that's not too bad. That'll do for what I want. Ooh. Like that one too. All right, let's see. Let's, you know what? I want to flip my plate. I think I want to get the grunge that's on the bottom here, but I'm not getting it because I think it's close to, it's so close to me. Close to me. Okay, now let's see. I'm kind of losing my focus here on my, let's try. All right, I'm going to get rid of my Irish green. Let's have some more of this. Does anybody have any other colors that they want to see? I mean, really, I have a lot of different colors. I can pull out whatever. I should have gotten out my, I didn't realize years ago that my Jo Sonja paints were gouache paints. I thought they were acrylic. I just learned that they weren't acrylic. I guess maybe, is it a form of acrylic? I don't really know. But I have those tucked away. not easy to get to. But I want to try them sometime on my plate. Now I have a number. Stencil I was going to try. And I didn't pull that down. Where did I? Oh, here it is. Now this one's paper. I guess the gal that I bought the stuff from had, I guess I want to do them upside down, right? I guess she cut this out like on a, oh, there's letters here too. I guess like on a cameo or something. I don't know. Hold on, Chris. I got to do this before I read what you say. Hold on. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Chris says gouache is considered by some artists as a child of watercolor. Oh, and acrylic. It can be reactivated. Can it? Oh, okay, Chris. Thanks. I didn't know that. Yeah, when I was doing decorative art painting, folks were talking about this brand Joe Sonia. I don't even know if they sell that anymore. Paint. And so I bought some. So that looks kind of cool. Oh, we'll be having it. Okay, now see, this is already tearing. It wasn't very heavy paper. And I could have treated it and painted it with gesso or something, but I didn't. I've had this probably 8 years or more and never used it. So it's a one and done. It was cool. I really didn't think it would fall apart like that. How many years have you been teaching, Chris? And you teach older students, right? Are your college level? Do I have that right? I probably don't have that right. Okay, let's get rid of some of that. I'm going to let this dry. I'm going to take another bite of my pretzel. You work ganache. You work gouache with very light liquid layers, and you build them up more densely. The layers are labeled tea, coffee, milk, cream, and butter. Butter is out of the tube consistency. Get out. Oh, that's very interesting. Oh my. That's cool. Thanks for sharing that, Chris. That's very interesting. I didn't know that at all. I mean, clueless. Clueless. Okay. Maybe pull this up with the patina. Let's see. Okay, so that one is good to go. This is good. I got to see how many I've got going here. Those two are good to go, but they're not the tie back. Okay, so there's another tie back. That side needs help. All right, so I need that one. Okay, I got a couple different. All right, I got a tie back over here. All right, so Chris said, I teach English as a foreign language 25 years plus teaching. I normally teach high school and university students. Very cool. Very cool. All right. So I've just got two more. I'm going to sit those over here. Okay, my computer's going to be running out of juice in a little bit. I think when my computer runs out of juice, I'll probably skedaddle. I might have about, I don't know, maybe about a half an hour left, it looks like, maybe. Okay, so let me get this patina. How rude. I'm going to try to get those bits that are up here on that top edge. This top edge up here. So I don't think I jelly plate enough to get the hang of what I need to learn to be what I would consider to be, real successful. I'm going to put this little guy down the bottom here. Try to pull up some of that. That didn't do too much. Those leaves really did coming out looking like lips. So I am excited about Monday evening stream. My niece is going to be with me, my niece Caitlin. We're going to do a test run tomorrow. And I'm going to have her show us some of her finished knitted projects. And we're going to be talking knitting and crocheting and all that jazz. That's not too bad. I got a little bit of something. I think I'll put another layer of something on that one. Still got a bunch of jazz over here. I wonder if I can pick up any of that. It still looks a little wet. So let's see. Oh, I've got some of it. That's kind of cool. All right, so I've got a few stencils I still haven't used. Okay, let's get back out this watercolor here. Let's put some more. I like me a combo. I just feel like I'm kind of leaning towards all the same colors. Gosh, I just love that greenish sea color with these blues. I just love the way that, I don't know if you guys can really see it that well. The camera is picking it up that much, but it really is really pretty. All right, let's see. Let's try one of the coffee stain Tyveks on this. This was kind of juicy. Of course, I didn't put the stencil down. That was silly. That was silly. I give a nice base. I like that. I think I like that just fine. I'm going to pick up some of this. Oh, happy birthday, Chris. I'm getting those. I want those bits. I want those bits. Ooh, I got a nice chunk there. Look. See, that stuff is just yummy to me. Ooh, look at that puddle. Isn't that pretty? Like tealy blue. Oh, nothing like admiring your own work. All right, let's see. I've got this stencil. And I've got a Timmy stencil. Where did I put that? It's smaller. It's got different stuff on it. Let's put that down. No, I'm not really. I'm okay with my numbers being sideways and such. I'm going to overlap. Overlap it. Okay. Let's get some more of this coral. Let's try it this way. And some hot pink. And let's do some of the patina. I'm going to dry my runoff page because I don't want it to stick to my other pages. It's just a little bit of it still wet. For years, I didn't have a heat tool and really never thought about it. Never really, used a hair dryer or anything. I don't know how I managed without it. Of course, I didn't do a lot of mixed media stuff either. But I do love my heat tool. All right, let's see. Let's do the blue down the center, the patina. Then I'm gonna spray around that pink, hot pink, and then into the peach. Just kind of mixing right now. Now I'm going to brayer off the excess. Now, if you happen to be watching the replay, and this is all new to you, and you have no idea what's going on, this is just very simple jelly printing. I mean, you can layer and do transfers. I mean, there's a whole host of stuff you can do. This is simple, really almost nonsensical kind of jelly printing. That's really wet. Really, really wet. Are you going to do anything special for your birthday? Go have a special dinner or take a little road trip or anything? That's just like the extras down here, the extra space. That's kind of a hot mess right there, huh? Hot mess. Let's get another plain envelope here. When I pull this stencil off, I'm going to, well, there's two stencils. When I pull them off, I'm going to throw them on this envelope. I guess I need two envelopes. I'm layering and layering and layering. Let's see. This looks kind of juicy, so I'm going to try to blot some of this up with this envelope. How's my battery? Battery still looks okay. It's not too bad. Not too terribly. All right, so now I'm going to let this dry. I'm going to try this a little bit. And I don't think it'll matter. I'm going to smush some watercolor on top. And then it'll probably, it'll re-soften this. But I'm just going to see what happens. I still have a couple of envelopes, I think, that really, yeah, see, like this, you can't really see too much going on. That one, I might have to get something dark on that plate to try to make that look like something. Okay, I still have a couple. So this one still has the coffee on both sides. I really haven't done anything with that one. This is another bust. That side's good. That side's good. So let's do I'm going to do something sparkly. And I'll need other stuff. This is a Folk Art Extreme Glitter Purple Prism that I got on clearance. So I'm going to put that down. And then I've got this dark red violet. Haven't used this in years. This is probably way juicy. Ooh. Oh no, look, it's kind of thick. Okay, Chris, thanks for hanging out. Have a good weekend and a good next week. Enjoy your birthday. Ooh, that's kind of cool. That's kind of a lot of paint, Laura. A lot of paint. Glitter it up. I find the extreme glitter has a real unpleasant odor to it. And it could be because it was on clearance and it's old. I don't know. Or maybe it always smells like that. I don't really know. Now I've got this quite wet. So I'm going to see if I can brayer some of this off. All right. But that's probably what it's going to look like when I pull up this. I like the color. Oh my gosh, I just go from one mess to the next. All right, let's see if I can pull up anything with, maybe I should switch to a regular envelope instead of the Tyvek thing. Let's see if I can pull up some of that extra jazz. Might not be enough wet paint on there for me to be able to pull. Let's see. Let's see. I found a big old Rolodex at Goodwill. I'm thinking about putting some kind of background on those cards. I wanted to do a Rolodex thing, and I have one that I think was a Ranger one, or I don't know if it's a Tim Holtz one, or I threw away the box. I don't think they make them anymore. And I just don't know what I want to do with it. So I'm kind of just ignore, just not doing anything with it. So I thought, I found this one. It takes up a lot of real estate. But I found it at Goodwill, so I thought it might be fun to play with that, with not a lot invested. So while I have my plate out, I might do some of that this afternoon. I do like the sparkle. I like that red violet too. Maybe if I try to put on a thinner coat. I'm kind of liking those. Okay, let me let those dry. I'm going to put down a coat of that red violet if I can. There it is. Wasn't quite sure where I'd put it. And this again is Americana. Let's try to get a thin coat. a little bit of this with maybe that hot pink might look kind of cool. All right, so this is, you can see that it's more translucent. It's not a real opaque color. Let's add a little bit of that hot pink. I'm going to put down this other stencil that I used before that I kind of liked. Let's brighter that a little. And then let's, what do I have real handy that's not going to cause me any trouble? Where did I put that, I don't know where I put that circle that I had earlier that I was holding that bulb. Rats. I don't know where I threw that. I don't really want this to dry. But I was thinking I'd like to have something to squish into the... let's just use the lid of this. I can't do too much damage. Ooh, doesn't... oh, sorry. I didn't realize the camera was having a conniption. Doo-doot. Doo-doot, doo-doot. Sorry. I can't get the paper out enough. I got stuff falling everywhere. I'm going to flip my lid. Let's see. I'm just adding different little sections. So this spot down here that's open, you can't see. See, it's just like open down there. Just having a hard time with the Tyvek. It's just not sticking to the plate. All right, let's pull the stencil up. I'm going to try this. Now, what do you think if I put coral? If I put the coral paint behind this to do a pickup? That might look okay. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe a little bit of the coral, maybe the coral and a little bit of that hot pink. Your hands sure do get messy doing this. I'm not big on wearing gloves, as you might have been able to tell. Okay, let's see. That's kind of a, yeah, look at this coral. Gold paint, you think over the whole thing, Brenda? Yeah? You think? Well, we can try it. We can try it. Let's do half and half. Let's do gold over here. Thin layer. Yes, ma'am. Thin layer. And then let's do the peach and a little bit of the hot pink. It's hard to squeeze out just a little bit. I'm getting me a new envelope. Okay, let's see. Then rub that baby down and rub it some more. Look how nice that looks, Brenda. That looks really cool. I need something on the edge. It's too dry to pick up that little bit. Cool beans. Cool beans. Oh, they both turned out good. Camera doesn't like it. Right, looks good, right, Kath? Yeah. All right, where's that square that I had earlier? I like those blocks. I buried it. I believe I buried it. Here it is. All right, so let's take that violet again. And this is a very thin coat for the most part. Again. See how translucent? You can see it's translucent, right? It's not opaque. It's very see-through. All right, I'm going to get my 8x8 square thing on there. Then let's overlap it with this. And then I need a little tiny something down here. I'm going to put the circles. Spraying this down. Squishing the stencils. Oh, I just put my big fingers in the right in the corner of that. All right, now I'm going to take this back up. Let's dry it. Then I'm going to put the gold all over. think I need some sparkle. And with the gold. It's not super dry. Let me see if I can get to some of my sparkle that's got. I know I have one that's more. Well, there's kind of a pinky one that goes with the violet. I think I'll mix this in with the gold. A little bit. Okay, so then I'm going to put all this aside. And then this afternoon, I'm just going to take an assessment of what I have finished and then just finish up what I need. My battery's getting a little lower. All right, let's get our gold. I almost just dropped it on the plate. I'll flip the pages in my runoff. Clean my brayer off. And then I'm going to put some of this. Now the sparkly stuff is really kind of just runny. I'll move it around. Ooh, stinks. It just stinks. We've got Killer out there watching the neighborhood. She lets us know what's going on. With her little blind eyes. Yeah. Okay, now I took a lot of that off. We'll do the flip side of those cool ones we just did. And Brenda said, rub those babies and rub them some more. Well, I'm glad I got my bulb done. I really wanted to get that done so I can get that to Arlene. And then I really needed to get some of this done so I can do the video I want. So I'll be, oh my goodness, I forgot the camera doesn't like this one. So I'll be on tomorrow at 11. And we'll see what's what then. I'm not sure what I'll be doing. Nice. You can't really see too much of the sparkle. Just a little bit. But I didn't load it. I didn't load it up. Oh, and this you can see. This one covered nice. All right, so let's have a review. So I've got that and this and that, this and this. Now some of these I will print some other stuff on top. like where that dark stripe is, I'll probably print something else on there. But a lot of them I'm just going to leave the way they are. This one is a dud. I don't know what I'm going to do here. Maybe just stamp on that. That's just doesn't seem to be working out. And that needs something lighter. And of course, that side I didn't do anything to. And I've got that one, which I just absolutely love that. I can live with that one. This was just pickups off of the stencils. So that, you know, that needs more stuff done to it. And I like this one too. Cool. And these need additional. Oh yeah, this is a cool one too. I really like that stencil. Oh, Stacy. Hi, Stacy. And of course, that just the background that needs a little more. Let's see what else we got. And then we've got the smaller ones that I started out with. Oh, here's another big one. Hold on. Hold on. Oh yeah, this was the leaf stencil I did. And this is kind of just backgroundish, but this was with the watercolor. I really like that. Maybe I'll do more of the watercolor on some of these Tyvek envelopes. See, I really love that right there. That's the coffee and like a darker blue. I'm really liking that. I would like to, I got some gauze. I would like to dye some gauze, those two colors actually. So then I've got this one. And I need to do the back. This one, the back is not done. And of course I need something there. I want that to stay white. And these are the watercolor ones we started out with. Let's see. I like the way these turned out too. I'm liking the watercolor. Oh, quite a lot actually. Got that. And this. I sit these outside. I really like that. This, you can see the leaves just a little bit. So hopefully in the next couple of days, I'll do the standalone video and show you the next step with what I'm going to do with these envelopes. Really like the squares. I like these colors too. Of course, I don't remember what they are. I guess I could go back and watch. So that's it. Hey, thanks for hanging out with me. Kept me motivated to get something accomplished. And I hope you all have a great rest of your afternoon. And I think that's it for me. Kathy said stamp, mark straight on the envelopes or draw. Yup. And maybe some stickers. Maybe I'll use up some stickers. Gosh, I just never use my stickers. So, hey, thanks for your input and being here this afternoon with me. I appreciate it. So listen, enjoy the rest of your day. Take time to be creative and enjoy the journey. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye.